So today we're heading on to the outskirts of Faro. We're gonna go to Katra, which is just 15 miles away, so a very short one for today, but hopefully not overly rolly, and Chris survives.
So it's a little rolly, not that much wind, so we're gonna put the main out and see if we can get a little bit of stability from it.
Welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, welcome aboard our floating home Ragdoll. I'm Daria, this is Chris, and that's Jasper, and these are our three seaworthy dogs, Hachi, Luna and Mimi. We're just an ordinary family navigating life one sail at a time. In June 2023, we left Scotland behind with no plan to return. We live, sail and work full-time, all while cruising Europe, for now. Every wave tells a story and every sail brings us closer to the unknown. We invite you to be part of our adventure as we share our experiences, insights and the ups and downs of living life on a boat. So, sit back, relax, enjoy and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
And we're sailing.
6 knots.
We are flying along at 7.5, 8 knots at times. Great sail.
Days like these, we can see the way to live out a new chapter. Tides coming our way as we move closer to a match. Times like these, they come and go. So let this feeling grow.
We have 10 to 30 knots of wind on and off on a beam reach, and we're flying along at 7, 8 knots most of the time.
Yeah, it's worth noting that you know, here we are past the corner of Rgdolls, and we're doing what, 7, 8 knots in 14 knots with maybe what, a meter and a half of swell. At the moment, for Rgdolls, there's 4.8 meters of swell and no one's allowed to leave.
It's insanity.
So we made the right decision to push on when we did. We can still make progress. We're just doing a short hop today to Faro because of my mal de mer yesterday and the day before.
Well, not Faro, well, outskirts of Faro, somewhere around Katra.
Yeah, we're going to have a look at it and see what we see.
We need to do some shopping, or we're gonna be eating dry pasta for the next few days. So the guys of the marina, there's a marina near Katra. We're trying to get a hold of to see if they have a space for us for tonight. We're gonna go there, get some shopping, and then hopefully again move on tomorrow. See how we feel, if Chris is still in a live state of existence. And then we'll be slowly trickling towards Gibraltar. Are you comfy, Luna? Oh, nugget.
Do you agree?
I agree, we should reef.
Very well, we shall reef.
Come on, muscles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're losing strength. We're struggling. Oh, our arms are wiggling. No?
Who's my adorable little chicken pie? Was a really wet toy that stinks like ass, Luna. It stinks. And unreef. Talk about a sporty entrance. big Katra. Hi, Loopsy. Can I have a paw? Can I have a paw? A paw. Yay! She's a good girl. We haven't really got to explore Katra as much as I hoped we would have, but the weather has been fairly miserable. It has rained pretty much non-stop the last couple of days, with nice spells like this in between. So rather than hang about, we're just heading on, and I guess this is one to explore on the way back out of the Med at one point. What are you doing up there? What are you doing?
Get up there.
Good spot, good spot. Maybe the Portuguese navigator, eh? Who's a good spot? Who's a good girl? Are you still sitting there? It's crazy. This morning it was absolutely pouring down and the weather was just dreadful, and a couple of hours later and it's all sunshine and rainbows, or big grey cloudy skies. But there is more rain coming today, so we decided not to hang about in Katra and just get a move on. It'll be one of the places we'll have to visit on the way back because everyone raves about Katra. And it is pretty, but I just wish we had the weather to explore it properly. Now, the entry to Katra yesterday was a little bit sporty to say the least, so I wonder how it's going to be coming out today. We've got a bit of tide against us, but we're trying to make way for Ayamonte to be there around 3 o'clock. So that we've got good tidal entrance there. So wondering how this one's gonna pan out. Hopefully it's not gonna be too sporty. You can already see that the sea is doing some weird swirly shit. You can already see that the sea state is turning into somewhat a little bit of a washing machine in places. Maybe you can actually see that on camera as well as I can. It definitely looks a little bit sportier at the entrance, so that's gonna be fun. Depending on how we get on today, our Portuguese flag may be coming down as we enter back into Spanish lands.
So we are making revolutions for 6.5 knots right now. And a moment ago we were down to a knot trying to get out of Faro here. It's starting to come good. We're back up to 3 knots. But you really do feel it on the rudder. You got to be really, really careful and just pick your lane. Looking ahead, I can see what's going on. I've got overfalls to the left and right, and I've got a bit of a lane through the middle which I'm going to take, and hopefully that will work out. But I certainly wouldn't want to be doing this with any big swell like we did yesterday.
And we're almost past it. It's clearing up here. You can see the little bit of overfalls on that side, a little bit of overfalls here, and we're almost out. There's another catamaran making its way out.
.2 knots. Stuck. We were properly stuck there. We were down to like half a knot. And I just kept edging up the engine. We should have been doing about 7.5, 8 knots under those kind of RPM. Holy moly.
Yep.
Okay, top tip from the cockpit. Don't try and leave Faro at half tide on a spring tide.
The thing is, we had to, because we have to make the tide at our destination. So yeah, you just gotta pick your battles.
That's one battle we'd really fought there. Wow.
Now let's get some sails up for some stability. And windows on the beam, so genial. Engine off.
Okay, so if you have a look here, our boat speed indication is 0, which means our impeller has fouled. And if we don't have the boat speed, we get really wrong indications of true wind. So we go and we clear the propeller, and we do that underway. We need all the old towels. Make sure you've got plenty of room to work around it. So here's the plug. Make sure it's nice and clean. It's not going to wreck its seals on its way in and out. So here we have an Irmar DST 200. So we do this. Now there's an internal flap that prevents it from flooding down too rapidly. You use the thread to sort of push it up a good bit, and then this is the moment of truth. You make sure you've got enough cable, and you just go woohoo! You get the next one in, and you get that thread started back on, and you're good. Okay, so we're not sinking anymore. That's the main thing. You wipe up, and then we can see that our log was fouled by a thing. It's actually not too bad. It's pretty clean. It just seems to have been caught by a little bit of junk. So I think we just try and put that back in again. Now you've got to make sure you get it pointing forward. So it's the same again. You open the screw. Plug comes out in this moment. You see the flap lock back up, and in he goes again. And screw back down. Okay. So, all being well, we should have our we should have some knowledge back on the Triton 2. So before we put that all away, we'll just watch it for a bit, and we'll see what we can see. Yuck. Hello doggies. And that's a welcome sight, so that's what we want. And what that does is it changes the calculations for true and apparent wind massively. You need that, so better to have it than not have it. High five. Boat fit's underway.
It seems the day is getting sunnier and sunnier as we go. It's gotten really, really warm. We have a very calm sea today. It's about 0.7 meters swell every 8-9 seconds it seems. It's very chilled out. And as they should we only really have 5 to 10 knots of wind. Shouldn't a beam, so we're kind of motor sailing, but yeah, nice day overall. I'm pretty sure we need that. Oh, she's now sad.
So I'm just working out in my head what to do about the entrance. So we are just after high water, maybe about, well, I say just, we're an hour after high water here, so it should be alright. It's springs, so we've got a good 3 meters on top of the datum here. So we should have a good 5 meters over the bar here, so that should be okay. And it's flat enough. It's flat enough.
So ideally you're meant to enter here 2 hours before high water. We have been ramming it across since we left Katra this morning, but we just didn't quite make it in time. So we'll see how it goes, but hopefully it won't be too bumpy. And then we're in the marina. Are you seriously picking your nose on me? So time to get the sails away, so we've got a bit more control under engine. We'll come in. So we were meant to be staying on the Portuguese side, but the marina is packed, so we are now going to Spain.
Well, that was fun. We've just been through a bit of a washing machine coming down through the channel. We're lucky though, we got our tides right, and least depth we saw was 5.8 through there.
So we've just set up all our ropes or our fenders, and we are good to go. We are going to a allocated berth, which we'll hopefully find somewhere along the way.
Portugal, Spain. The Rio Guadiana is a bit of a cruiser's rite of passage. Yeah, pretty chuffed to have made it this far.
Portugal, Spain.
I guess another cruiser's rite of passage. We're going to have to go and get this up.
And up it goes. Gosh, this looks like a bit of a tight entrance. Holy shit. It was like, ugh. Well, there was like wind one way, a tidal river, some sort of a current flowing on the other way. And we literally could not turn around to get onto the pontoon, and then we couldn't find out which pontoon we're actually which creek we're actually allocated to. And it's, yeah, I mean, Rgdolls bow thruster came to very, very good use today.
Captain Chris earns his money. Wow.
Took us like 7 attempts to get in here,
But we got in.
but we got it.
And nobody got hurt.
So we've just been to the marina office, we're all checked in, and we're going to be here for probably a couple of days at least. See how the weather pans out for the next few days. How cool are these? I love the little control stations.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and till next time.